News about the advancement of artificial intelligence or AI during the 19th century progressed quickly. There were robots of simple appearance and those with human-like faces. The advances facilitated all aspects of life, including military operations for many countries. These robots could perform activities like regular humans, and even humans could integrate their bodies with machines. However, a significant issue lingers behind it all. In 2055, an explosion caused by the robotic AI system damaged the Los Angeles area in the United States. Consequently, the American government prohibited and would combat the existence of robots and demolish the sites where robots were produced. The surviving robots moved to New Asia, consisting of Southeast Asia, Japan, Taiwan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal, and parts of India, who continued to embrace the AI revolution. The United States wasted no time launching attacks on regions where robots gathered and continued developing AI technology. They quickly located these regions with the help of a space military station named Nomad. At the time, U.S. Army Surgeon Joshua Taylor was enjoying intimate moments with his pregnant wife, Maya. He was a surgeon in the U.S. military who was tasked with spying on Maya and her community under suspicion that they were Asians still working on AI technology. According to the government, Maya was the only remaining Nirmata. Nomad referred to a person or descendant who was the first to pioneer the development of AI technology in this era. However, after years of spying on Maya, Taylor's heart was won over by her beauty and kindness. He threw aside his career as a spy and fell in love with Maya, ultimately choosing to wed her. That all changed when American soldiers arrived at the location where Maya and her comrades were gathered. Harun, a half-human, half-robot, arrived with his troops and presented one of the American soldiers they had captured to Maya and Taylor. Upon realizing that their captive was Drew, one of Taylor's military colleagues, he insisted on questioning him in solitude. Drew ultimately revealed that Taylor's espionage days were through. The government would launch a direct attack to take control. Maya appeared from behind and overheard their conversations. Maya felt let down by what she heard and discovered that Taylor had been a spy for the United States all along. Immediately, Maya aimed to end Taylor's life. However, he held Maya back by confessing he was indeed a spy, but he assured her his love for her and their future child was genuine. Taylor asked Maya to run away with him to a distant place and raise their child together. Despite feeling disheartened, Maya still loved Taylor and agreed to escape with all the association members and leave the area. However, Maya's unsuccessful escape resulted in a catastrophic outcome for her and the rest of the gang. Taylor witnessed the devastating Nomad bombing that killed his wife and future child. It left him crushed despite a 5-year recuperation phase in America. Taylor's career as a spy was finished. At present, he and several buddies were tidying up after the nuclear blast in Los Angeles. Following his job, each night, Taylor recollects memories of his deceased wife. Taylor's lone approach to ease his mind was swimming in his neighbor's pool. After calming down, Taylor got a visit from the General Andrews and Colonel Howell. They arrived to send Taylor on another mission to attack a new Asian region where allegedly the most significant AI technology was being developed. The American government also suspected Asian scientists in the area of creating the most dangerous AI weapon called Alpha. Initially, Taylor declined due to trauma from a previous mission, which led to tragic results when the woman he loved died. To recruit him, they played a video showing Maya alive and suggest he might find and reunite with her if he joined the team. It was surprising for Taylor to learn that Maya, Harun, and other community members were still alive in the region where he would carry out his mission, as shown in the footage he received from the unnamed space military aircraft. It prompted Taylor to accept the mission quickly and aim to meet Maya, hoping to start a new lifelong chapter together. The following night, it was observed that Taylor, Howell, and the General Andrews' chosen soldiers were already on board a plane en route to the New Asia region to launch a direct assault. Colonel Howell reminded them again that this mission wouldn't take too long. They were instructed to go to a village to discover an AI technology laboratory and demolish the Alpha weapon. When all the duties were done, they could go back home. Led by a military man we shall refer to as Captain Cotton, the plane flew them to the middle of a field where the Captain Cotton assigned mission to each of them. He stationed one of the soldiers at the village's outskirts to spy while the rest laid an ambush for a small town. Heartlessly, the captain intimidated one of the children by using his pet dog to reveal as concealed laboratory. Upon discovering the basement door, the Captain Cotton commanded the troops to enter and eliminate all seen. Taylor snuck into the CCTV room to search for Maya's location and surprisingly came across her silhouette in one of the lab spaces. Yet, upon reaching the room, Maya was nowhere to be found. Instead, Taylor bore witness to a horrific slaughter conducted by American soldiers against Asian AI scientists. Meanwhile, one of the soldiers sent to gather information informed Captain Cotton that the local police had reached the village. To delay the police, he pretended to surrender and then attacked when the captain entered the locked room. After noticing the tight security in the room, the captain assumed it held the Alpha weapon belonging to the Asian scientist. Captain Cotton requested Taylor and a colleague to break into the security system. At the same time, he and other soldiers prevented the local police's arrival. Taylor was instructed to watch while the captain and his troops encountered the local police. However, as Taylor opened the door, he overheard a child giggling from inside. Intrigued, he ventured forth and discovered that Alpha O's weapon happened to be a child called Alfie. A scientist appeared and aimed a firearm at Taylor, instructing him to flee the room. Despite Taylor's attempt to calm him by stating he was searching for someone named Maya, the scientist shot him, causing him to collapse. Fortunately, the girl ultimately surfaced unharmed, though it was her first time seeing the outside world, which should have been an enjoyable moment turned into a nightmare. Alfie saw a terrible fight where American soldiers try hard to defeat the nearby AI forces. Captain Cotton also informed Colonel Howell that Taylor was in a laboratory where they've hidden the Alpha O weapon. Since finding the gun was the primary mission, Colonel Howell aimed to rescue Taylor from there. However, unexpectedly, a local police assault occurred, causing their plane to explode. The fight ended when Nomad launched a missile that destroyed everything. Fortunately, Taylor survived, but Alfie fainted and sustained minor injuries to her body. Upon regaining conscience, Taylor saw that the Alfie was still present and throwing stones at him. Taylor, who didn't seem bothered, returned to the battle site last night and attempted to contact headquarters in critical condition through a colleague's radio. Taylor then accompanied the colleague to a safe place, where he realized that the Alfie had followed him since the incident last night. Alpha O was a name the government gave to a dangerous AI weapon, a girl. Maya created her using a human embryo scanner designed to resemble her father, and she turned out to be the biological son of Taylor's wife. It was surprising to discover that Alpha O was a girl made by Maya. A couple of weeks before America assaulted New Asia's residents, Maya altered Alpha O's configuration, elevating it to the finest AI produced. In contrast to other AI, Alpha O possesses the capacity to utilize telekinesis towards all systems and command them effortlessly. Yet, because Alpha O was young, it could not switch systems on /off for now. Moreover, Alpha O has a remarkable ability to learn new systems quickly, as she could now comprehend any sentence in diverse languages just by looking at the translation machine. Nevertheless, Taylor was unaware of these facts as he was too eager to locate Maya and persistently questioned Alpha O, particularly when he witnessed Alpha O reproducing an engraving that matched Maya's tattoo. Taylor received a call from Colonel Howell inquiring about Alpha O's weapon. Unaware of its whereabouts, Taylor informed Howell that he was only accompanied by an AI child. Colonel Howell instructed Taylor to eliminate the child. The local police discovered Howell and Taylor's whereabouts following the conversation. One civilian knew Taylor's location. Sensing that his safety was compromised, Taylor murdered the civilian. He then plotted to flee with his accomplice and Alfie before being apprehended by the local authorities. Alfie used her telekinetic powers to start the car engine and evade the police. Taylor intended to depart the area, but the car ran out of fuel. Fortunately, a nearby family offered Taylor a lift. Alfie deactivated his system and allowed his colleague to pass away peacefully because his condition was deteriorating fast. Colonel Howell and Captain Cotton, who allegedly survived the prior plane crash, were apprehended by the authorities. Their skills as trained soldiers were sufficient to turn off the police and locate Taylor by car. They caught up with Taylor with the assistance of a radar provided by their colleague. However, upon arriving, Colonel Howell discovered only a body. Undeterred, Colonel Howell transferred the memories in his head to a memory card. He put the memory card into the mind of a partially conscious policeman to get the latest information on Taylor, who intended to flee from the New Asia area. After traveling for a few hours, Taylor reached the border. The news and photographs of Taylor getting away with Alfie were widespread, prompting all security forces to search for him. Security was subsequently strengthened. All those passing through the area must display their ID and register with the system. However, when examining the data of a local family, it became apparent that Alpha O was posing as one of the children. Alfie then demonstrated its ability to deactivate the whole system. Despite the brief downtime, they managed to flee across the border. The occurrence was broadcast on all police vehicles, including the one driven by Colonel Howell and Captain Cotton. Taylor took Alfie to wait for the train, getting away from the local police. However, he found clones of Maya's appearance scattered everywhere, proving that Maya may still be alive since she had donated her appearance to an AI technology robot. Seeing this, Taylor was again eager to find Maya. His first goal is to visit Drew, a military colleague Haroon once captured. Since retiring, he has lived with his robot, Paco, who manages the iRobot clone factory. Drew was very taken aback when he saw Alfie with Taylor. He asked permission to examine her but was shocked to learn that Alfie had very different AI technology. Unlike other robots, Alfie could grow and have babies like humans. She could control the entire AI system with only his mind if she could handle her strength. Maya, who created him, was the only one who could prevent or stop her powers. Luckily, Drew could attach a detection radar pen to Maya and Taylor's wedding ring before he became a spy. They planned to use the call to find Maya's location. During a deep discussion, Drew's partner, Cammy, abruptly asked what Alpha O craved most. Alfie earnestly responded that he sought freedom for all robots. The statement took Cammy aback, and they immediately changed the subject by inviting Alfie to their flat and treating her to a tub of ice cream. However, it turned out that the local police, disguised as ice cream vendors, were already aware of their location. Before the authorities shut down the Alpha O system with force, Taylor appeared and eliminated all evidence. Due to the severity of the situation and the death of Cammy, Taylor questioned Drew to locate Maya using Drew's radar. Taylor desired to meet Maya personally without any third party controlling the dangerous Alfie's power. The radar signal from Maya's ring guided them to the remains of Taylor and Maya's former home, previously destroyed by Nomad. As they arrived, Haroon's aerial drone on patrol detected them. As Taylor carelessly entered the building, Drew was attacked by the drone. With no other options, Taylor and Alpha O were apprehended by Haroon, who brought them to the village, now the hub of the new association. On their journey to the town, Haroon informed Taylor of all the details he knew about Maya. She was not dead yet, but her condition was deteriorating. She was taken to a temple named Dang Dying so as not to be caught by the American military. After hearing this news, Taylor was filled with happiness and gratitude. His beloved wife had survived the previous bomb attack. Then, Haroon revealed another astonishing fact to Taylor. The girl he had rescued from the safe and who had been following him all this time, Alfie, was his biological child. Maya had successfully modified her with the most advanced AI technology. Taylor was left speechless, his eyes welling up with tears. Meanwhile, an association member told Haroon that Nomad knew their current location. The military spacecraft bombed areas that were supposedly developing AI technology. During the confusion, Taylor escaped from his cage and pretended to flee from the ship. Upon arrival at the village, the residents were in disarray following the Nomad attack. One of the association members proposed a crazy idea to Haroon, suggesting the use of the power of Alfie to annihilate the Nomad. However, Haroon was aware that Alfie was still very small and insufficient in control to destroy the Nomad from afar. Another member suggested smuggling Alfie into the Nomad and obliterating it. They understood that killing Alfie would also lead to the destruction of Alfie and Nomad. But if it brought peace, then sacrificing them was worth it. Haroon became more confused after hearing their opinions. He did not want to harm an innocent girl who did not comprehend anything. However, creating Alpha O as a weapon of destruction had become his fate. Late at night, Taylor arrived to rescue Alfie, who was in Haroon's embrace, by disabling the system. However, upon boarding the ship to depart the village, the American military arrived suddenly with their soldiers and combat vehicles. They demolished the village just to locate Alfie and uncover Maya's position. Witnessing the turmoil, Alfie chose not to stay silent and resolved to return to assist. Howell and Captain Cotton helped to liven up the war atmosphere by dispatching multiple explosive robots to attack the village. One robot self-destructed, but then Alfie used his telekinesis to halt another robot. The deactivated robot bowed before Alfie. Unfortunately, the captain intervened and shot Alfie despite his impressive display. Taylor became enraged upon seeing his injured daughter. He hit the captain and killed him right away. Taylor's recent action restored Haroon and the association members' confidence. They decided to bring Alfie and Taylor to the temple to meet Maya and fix Alfie. Meanwhile, Colonel Howell knew from a villager that Taylor had taken Alfie. The AI monks introduced Alfie to Maya. Soon after, Taylor was also invited to meet him. After years of grieving, thinking his wife was lost forever, he could finally see her face again. However, this was not the outcome Taylor had hoped for. Maya was unable to speak as she hovered between life and death. Even the monks didn't want to make decisions for Maya because she was Nirmata, the one who created the AI technology used by all of Earth's population today. When Alfie saw that his mother's condition wouldn't improve, she asked Taylor, his father, to help Maya find peace in another world. The American military forces interrupted this sad moment. As the soldiers complete their attack on the monks, Colonel Howell approached Taylor at the temple and offers a deal. Suppose Taylor hands over Maya's body and gives Alfie. In that case, he would be returned to America and hailed as a hero for preventing mass destruction. Colonel Howell proceeded to scan Maya's brain to gather information for developing AI technology that could counter Alpha's technology. At the same time, Harun arrived to attack Howell in the form of a time bomb. Just before the scan was successful, Harun and Colonel Howell were attacked by American military forces and exploded. Seizing the opportunity, Taylor and Alfie departed from the temple with a memory card containing all Maya's memories and relocated to a faraway location as planned. Unfortunately, when Taylor and Alfie left the temple, they were caught by American military forces and taken to the laboratory to be destroyed. Despite several attempts, the general and other scientists could not destroy Alfie as the destruction tool was deactivated by Alfie. Finally, the General Andrews felt almost desperate and decided to halt Alfie with Taylor's hands. With the excuse of being able to regain the trust of the general and be a good citizen, Taylor agreed to his request. As Taylor prepared, he whispered to Alfie that this was not death, but he was asked to prepare. Furthermore, Taylor attended Alfie's funeral like any other regular person attending a funeral. During their journey, Taylor phoned Alfie to execute his plan to wreck the team's vehicle. Taylor seized this chance to take Alfie to the airport, where they quickly cleared security and boarded a plane destined for the moon. Nevertheless, to everyone's surprise, Alfie employed his telekinetic powers to take command of the airplane and land it at an unidentifiable station. The commander rapidly dispatched all U.S. troops to chase after Taylor and Alfie. They were then put on high alert to prevent their escape from the plane. Capitalizing on this opportunity, Taylor and Alfie accessed the destination. Taylor, still with more tricks up his sleeve, opened one of the doors, causing a powerful suction force that sucked out all American soldiers. Instead of wanting to escape to begin a new life with a child, it appeared that Taylor overheard the discussions of Harun and the association members who plotted to exploit Alfie to destroy the Nomad. It encouraged Taylor to destroy the Nomads by using nuclear bombs that were frequently deployed to eradicate the New Asia region. Afterward, Taylor sent Alfie to impair the aircraft system while attaching the time bomb. The furious leader compelled all named commanding officers to fire missiles at all the remaining areas of New Asia. Fortunately, Alfie halted the operation before launching all the rockets. At the same time, Taylor successfully fastened a timed explosive to one of the named missiles. Taylor then instructed Alfie to proceed to the escape pod. However, on the way, Alfie unintentionally discovered numerous inactive AI robots featuring the face of Maya's clone. He brought a robot to revive his mother using a memory card with Maya's memories. Meanwhile, Taylor ran out of oxygen in the rescue capsule. Alfie rushed to Taylor and closed the air valve as she didn't have time to reactivate his mother. Meanwhile, the general dispatched a robotic drone to halt Taylor's exit and reclaim Alfie. Despite opposition from the drone, Taylor secured Alfie in the rescue pod. Taylor selflessly sacrificed her life to save Alfie from the impending explosion of the aircraft. Moments before the bomb detonated, Taylor coincidentally encountered the Maya robot that Alfie had revived, containing all of Maya's memories. Nomad was destroyed entirely, and the missiles aimed at the New Asia region were deactivated. The destruction of the Outer Space Military Station announced the freedom of the AI robots across New Asia. Alfie's wish and dream of freedom for all robots has come true. Alfie landed safely, feeling both sadness and happiness as she reflected on everything that had happened. So, what did you think of this movie? Leave it in the comments below, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more movie recaps. See you in the next video.